you so much. Our first guest today has made a name for himself singing the classic songs of the Great American Songbook, but this Grammy Award-winning singer got his start behind the mic, producing for artists such as Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, Rod Stewart, Kristin Chenoweth, and Dionne Warwick, and a whole lot more. Welcome back home, Steve Tyrell. It's a great day.
Hey, baby.
Aww.
Thank you for having me. I love your theme song.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So good.
Great day in Houston, yes. We love the fact
Says
that
it all.
you grew up here, you went off for the big lights of the big city in LA and New York and around the world, really, but you always come back home.
Well, my family's here. This is my home, really.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm not related to anybody in Los Angeles.
But almost everybody here in Houston.
Yeah,
I run
right.
to Johnny Carrabba. He's like, that's my cousin.
Oh, yeah.
That's my cousin.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but, a lot of folks love your story, Steve, because you started out as a singer and in your teens.
Mm-hmm.
When did you first realize that music was something that was so passionate for you that you wanted to make a living at it?
Driving around in my mother's and father's car in the back seat. They used to have you know, those coat hangers that have the paper on them?
Uh-huh.
And I would... They sounded like a hi-hat.
Yeah, you were playing music in the backseat of the car with the coat hanger.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, eventually, at some point, you graduated to a keyboard, didn't you?
No, I wanted to be a drummer.
Okay.
I wish I would have played piano.
Yeah?
But I didn't know.
All right. Well,
I'm a coat hanger player.
You're he's just making that up. All right.
No, I swear to God, that's true.
You took off for New York City at a really young age.
19, yeah.
And then you ended up with somebody who was just like, I mean, a god in the business of music, Bacharach.
Right. Well, he was there. It was a great education. It was like, people ask me where I went to college. I say, Bacharach and David University and Dionne Warwick, you know, because it's true. They were there writing those great songs for Dionne, and Valerie Simpson was there across the hall. She was starting out. Carole King was there with us. She was starting out. The first song she wrote was for the Shirelles, Will You Love Me Tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
And it was a real place to be, you know. I couldn't have got a better college education.
You were in the business.
Yeah,
Started out as a singer, I mentioned as a teenager, but ended up doing composing and arranging and all those things. One of the songs that you were a part of was with a friend of yours right here in Houston, B.J. Thomas.
Right. Well, B.J., I always thought he's the reason I wasn't singing in New York. I always thought B.J. was the best singer down here. And I told him when I got my job, I said, B.J., when I get up there, man, I'm going to tell them about you and see if I can't get you on the label. And I did. And the first song we had was I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry, which was a #1 record.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's that song, Raindrops Falling
But
on My Head.
that came along not next. I mean, then we had Hooked on a Feeling, which was written by Houston fellow Mark James, another friend of ours, and The Eyes of a New York Woman, and then Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
And Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, you and BJ were at the Oscars.
Right,
and
right.
you met another icon in this country, around the world really, John Wayne the Duke.
Well, we wanted, you know, BJ sang it on the Oscars, and he said he was never more, he couldn't even watch it for 30 years. He was so scared of it, but he was great. And we went afterwards to the party, and of course everybody knew who we were by then because the song won the Academy Award, and BJ had just sung it. So we were trying to get like pictures, and there was no selfies in those days.
Yeah, right.
So you'd have to have the photographer come. So we saw John Wayne, and we said, Mr. Wayne, can we take a picture? And he saw that it was BJ and me, but especially BJ. And he was drinking a malt, and he says, waiter. And we thought we had like upset the guy, you know. Get rid of this and bring me 2 fists of Jack Daniels.
He didn't want to be seen drinking them all.
He put him on the table. He says, okay, boys, now we can take the picture. He didn't want to have his photograph with the guy who sang the Academy Award song while with him having a chocolate malt.
The other thing we love about your story is that it kind of came full circle. You had done the arrangement for Father of the Bride, and you did kind of, I guess, the scratch track, if you will,
yeah.
Right? And they were like, okay, so we love the arrangement. You're like, good, cha-ching. And they go, and whoever's singing it, we love that too. Double cha-ching.
Well, yeah, I said, well, that's me. You know.
And it kind of got you back into singing again.
Why don't you get Ray Charles or Rod Stewart? They said, no, we want you to do it.
Yeah, and it got you back into singing again.
It totally did. Yeah.
10 of your American Standards albums have reached top 5 on the Billboard Jazz charts, and your current album, A Song for You, is where?
#1. It made #1. Made #1. Isn't that amazing?
And every holiday season, you leave us for a minute to go to New York City, and you perform at New York City's Carlyle Cafe or Hotel. Is it
Café Carlyle?
Café Carlyle. All right, and you're currently
my 14th
hosting
year, yeah.
a jazz and pop radio show on KKJZ in Los Angeles. All right, this is your 10th anniversary of your Bacharach album, and
Right.
it's been kind of an additional release.
Warner Brothers decided to release it on the 10th anniversary, and we added 7 songs to it that we wished we would have done. You know, you couldn't do all of them, so now this is a 21-song Bacharach special, all his great songs, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
It'll be out next month.
You're going to sing a little bit for us this morning,
Yeah.
but if folks want to see him, Steve will play the Stafford Center on Friday night at 8 p.m.
Yeah,
we
please
have a
come.
link. Yeah, I'll be out there. I love it. I'm going to introduce you. I have such great things to say about you. Okay, we have a link to tickets on our site, greatdayhouston.com. But now, here's Steve with Say a Little Prayer for You.
This song was originally recorded by Dionne Warwick, but I want to send it out to the Queen of Soul, wherever she is, Aretha Franklin. She had a wonderful version of this song. The moment I wake up, before you put on your makeup, I say a little prayer for you. While combing my hair now, and wondering what dress you'll wear now, I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever, forever. We never will part. Oh, how I'll love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. I run for the bus, dear, but while riding I think of us, dear, and I say a little prayer for you. At work I just take time, and all through my coffee break time, I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever, forever. We never will part. Oh, how I'll love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. My darling, believe me, for me there is no one but you, baby. Please love me too. Come on and answer my prayer now, baby. Answer my prayer now, baby. I say a little prayer for you. I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever, forever. We never will part. Oh, how I'll love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. Forever, ever, and I will love you forever, ever. Oh, how I'll love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me.